come around to say hello. One-on-one, I'm so fly. You took a nosedive. Careful when you play on my level. For you, it's so. Hey, hello.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra. Flip the script.
Hello, Moto.
Let me also ask you, you talk about current affairs. I mean, we are sitting here in Holi season. It's Happy Holi also happening on one side. There is Ramzan happening on the other side. Some people are saying, bhai, Jume ki namaz to usi samay hogi, jis samay hoti hai. There are others who are saying, bhai, 1 घंटा बाद में कर लेना, क्योंकि होली 2 बजे तक खत्म ही हो जाती है, 1 घंटा बाद कर लेना. Do you think these kind of issues have become more confrontational, and can you put a finger on why?
So I think you've answered the question in your question. I think they've become more confrontational. I think let me put it this way. Have you heard of Charvak?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm a strong believer in Charvak. Okay, so I'm probably an atheist. Okay, and I believe I respect all religions, and I think, listen, if you follow a religious sentiment, let's respect all religions. I'm one of those. But we're really putting religion out there too aggressively for someone. What happens is someone starts defending it even more aggressively. I think we need to take a step back. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying we're putting religion in everybody's faces. And I'm so happy, Charvak. So I'm saying, we really need to take a step back. We need to tone everything down a bit, not be so confrontational, not be so intense. And I think we've got a great thing going for our country. Why are we really getting so aggressive? That's all I'm saying.
But is it decades of protection of one kind of a vote bank?
Yeah. So I'll tell you what. That's a very fair point, Navika. We could argue about that and say, yes, there could have been decades of protecting a particular community. Okay, that's an argument that we could have today. But even keeping that in mind, addressing that and saying yes and acknowledging it, that yes, maybe we were, but really being aggressive about it may not be the solution, or being so confrontational about it, where you're talking about 2 baje Holi, then you can do it after that. It's, you know what I'm saying? We don't really need to get down to the brass tacks of things to really fix every issue.
And why is it happening? Only because there's politics involved?
Yeah, totally. I am a strong believer that it's everything that is religious and that's happening right now is political, unfortunately. And that's my belief. I'm not an expert like you are, because you deal with a lot of people who probably address this in a way smarter way than I do. But when I look at it from the outside, and I'm a layman, when I see religious disharmony happening, I say, ye to political hai yaar. There's some political agenda behind this. Otherwise, this wouldn't have happened. That's the way I look at it.
Minorities are not safe in India is often an expression.
I'm a minority from both sides.
Do you feel unsafe in India?
Probably because I'm an actor. People would argue and say, hey, listen, you're an actor. People would probably like you or dislike you for other reasons. But I'm a minority, and my mother's a Zoroastrian. My father's a Christian, a Syrian Christian. And I've never felt more safe than in my country. I love my country and I feel so safe in it. So people who use that as a crucifixion excuse, I mean, I'm a living example. Probably I come from a minority that no one has a problem with. I don't know. Who would have a problem with the Parsis? Or who would have I don't know. I wonder. But I feel, talking about myself, I feel very safe in this country. And I feel great about being Indian. And I also feel that there's probably no one more Indian than I am. I've got this chip on my shoulder where I feel I carry the Indian flag everywhere.
Absolutely. And why not? Why not?
Yeah.
And you're somebody who's enthused, I think, at least a couple of generations, with your Dhoom bikes.
Or the bare body.
Or the bare body, and you continue to do so. Testimony are your films that do so well.
Yeah, just want to entertain people, make good films, and stand for the right things, Navika. That's very important, and not being very preachy about it. but just stand for the right things, hopefully.